Alright guys, let's get it started here. It's Thursday. It's a bit of a grey Thursday around here in Australia because we just had the unemployment rate being released this morning and it came up to be 4.1%. Ooh la la, I don't think that's good because previously it was 4% and now it's 4.1, so a 0.1% increase. Well, but don't, relax. The employment change has been good. 19.k was the expectation, and it came up to be 44k. So that's pretty good, right? 21,000 more than expected. Well, that's good, but the unemployment is too high, so that's not good. So what's happening in Australia and why that happened? And second, is the RBA seeing those data coming out from Australia happy to do more cuts this year? That's what I want to discuss today. So before we go any further, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up on this video, share this content with your friends, and don't forget, today's Thursday, we do have the webinar from 5 to 6 p.m. So if you're not on the Telegram, make sure to join us on the Telegram. The link is on the description, and we don't charge you anything. We don't ask you for credit cards or nothing like that, as others may ask. We just send the link on the Telegram as soon as at 5 p.m. hits, Australia time, of course, and you can join me and ask any questions you want. You can watch what we're going to talk and everything else, okay? So hopefully you've subscribed, thumbs up, and share it. So let's get started. Okay, so 11:30 a.m. this morning in Australia, we had two data coming out, and the first, two main important data coming out. And the first one was the unemployment rate for January, and the second was the employment change for January. Unemployment rate came in to be at 4.1%. So as expected, the consensus was expecting 4.1%. The employment change was the big jump, so that was really, really good. The consensus was pretty much 20,000. Let's say 20,000. So I don't have to say 19.4 thousand. So 20,000 was the expected, and it came up to be 44,000. So congratulations, that's really good. More people got employed than what was predicted to be employed on the month of January. But wait a minute, how do they calculate this employment change? Because if they are just saying 44,000 of people have been employed in Australia, that's nothing, right? That's pretty much nothing. You know how many people there is in Australia? I can tell you, 27 million in the whole Australia. Okay, majority in Sydney and Gold Coast and Brisbane, Queensland, and Melbourne, and the other minority are like Perth, Adelaide, and then we have Canberra and etc. But majority are in those three cities: Sydney, New South Wales, we have Melbourne, the Victoria state, and we have Brisbane from Queensland, okay? So if you just think for a minute, 10,000 people has been employed in the whole state from those three states. 10,000, that's nothing. It's literally nothing, okay? I know that 22 million people in the whole overall economy is not that much. Let's say I'm from Brazil. Just São Paulo has 22 million. Just São Paulo, just one city in Brazil has 22 million. But we're not here to talk about demographics. We're here to talk about economics. So how do they calculate that? That's my question. Well, there's two simple answers. The first one is they calculate like that. Hey, are you looking for a job? No? Okay. Are you working? No? Okay, that's good. Have you been actively looking for a job and you still working? Yes. Okay, so let's count you as an employment change. Next one. And what does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense, right? Counting someone that have a job or looking for another job or have more than 65 years old, counting for as no looking for a job. If the person want to look for a job, they can, all right? They have the free to do that. So I think the 44,000, yes, it's a real number. I'm not saying here that Australia is giving fake numbers, but there's something that is not right here, especially for 4.1% unemployment rate. Right after the RBA do a 25 basis points cut because they needed to do, because the population was asking for it, not because they could. Remember that phrase, all right? Remember that for 2025. The RBA couldn't do that 25% base points cut. They had it to do because of the population. How will this affect the Australian dollar? Most likely negatively on the long term, okay? So AUD JPY, shorting AUD JPY, AUD CAD, shorting AUD CAD, AUD NZD, shorting AUD NZD, and all of the other AUD USD, shorting AUD USD. So all of these makes for the progressive of long-term curve for the Australian dollar negative. And tonight I will be talking more in depth about this release and about some other data points that are coming up for tomorrow on US. So stay tuned, join us on the Telegram, and make sure to join me at 5 p.m. tonight for the webinar. Guys, I hope you could understand something out of this video, and I hope you could make sense of the economy that is going on at the moment. So please share this content with your friends and bring them tonight as well. I see you tonight, or I see you in the next video. See you guys. Bye bye.